What is Australian and New Zealand agriculture all about? It's about a few challenges and immense opportunity. Australia, for a start, covers a whopping 7.5 million square kilometres. That's big. And 61% of this entire landmass is managed by farmers, working in 134,000 farm businesses. Each of these farms produces enough food to feed 600 people, and 450 of these people are overseas. Australian farms export 60% of what they produce. The rest goes towards feeding Australia's population of 23.4 million. 1.6 million of these Australians are employed along the complete agricultural supply chain. That's 17% of the labour force. This labour force creates 4% of Australia's GDP at the farm gate and 12% of GDP when you count the value-added processes to food and fibre. Agriculture in Australia is big business. And so it is in New Zealand. New Zealand relies heavily on international trade, particularly in agricultural products. In 2014, it will export a massive 175 million litres of wine to the value of $1.35 billion. Then there's 95 million trays of kiwi fruit, 16.5 million cartons of apples and pears, and 513,000 tonnes of vegetables, generating over $1.95 billion. This fertile land even holds the world record for wheat production at a yield of 15.64 tonnes per hectare. And although it's small, over half of its 268,000 square kilometre landmass is used for farming, much of it dairy. This land provides employment for many of New Zealand's 4.5 million people. The agricultural sector employs 7% of New Zealand's entire workforce and contributes 4.7% to its GDP. And sometimes quality matters more than quantity. The New Zealand agriculture industry is recognised internationally for consistently producing high-quality vegetable and other small seeds. Side by side, Australia and New Zealand may have differences, but they're facing many of the same challenges, like widespread skill and labour shortages, land and water use conflicts, uncoordinated R&D, rising supply chain costs and market access limitations. But take the right actions and both countries stand to make impressive gains. According to the ANZ Bank, Australia and New Zealand could more than double the real value of their annual agricultural exports by 2050 if they can overcome their industry's challenges. This means an additional $710 billion of revenue for Australia and $550 billion of revenue for New Zealand over the next 4 decades. Now that's quite an opportunity.